today's lesson, I'll be showing you how to simulate direct online starting of a 3-phase induction motor, 1 sense of rotation on cade simu. So for those of you who don't know what cade simu is a simulation software which can be used to simulate motor circuits. It can also be used for automation and electrical circuit simulation. So let's get started. So I'll head over here to cade simu. I'm going to be using version 4.2, so I'll click there. The request for the password is 4962, so I'll key in 4962, click enter. Okay, so I'll expand this and I always like to zoom out. Okay, so I'll start by wiring up the power circuit by connecting our supply. So the first component I'll select here is this power feedings. So I'll click on power feedings. You can see that the top left hand corner of our screen, power feedings. So I'll click on power feedings and click on this 3-phase line. So I'll drop it here into our, and then left click to let go of this. Okay, so I'll expand again. Okay, so the next component is fuse isolator. So I'll come here, I'll select 3-phase fuse isolator and I'll drop it directly under our line. And the next component is a 3-phase contactor. So I'll click here on 3-phase contactor and drop it immediately or directly, under our 3-phase fuse isolator, like so. And the next component is our thermal relay. So I'll select our thermal relay. Alright, here is it, thermal relay. We drop it directly under 3-phase contactor. And finally, to complete our power circuit, we are going to include our 3-phase motor. So drop it there, 3-phase motor. Okay, alright, so to wire this circuit, I'm going to come to cables and connection, click on it and select this 3-phase cable vertical wire. So we can connect all the 3-phase terminals at once. So I'll click on this first terminal and pull down to the next terminal, like so. I'll do same for the rest. Okay, so I need to add a supply for our protection terminal of our 3-phase motor. So I'll use this PE, which is a protection. And I'll come to wires and connection and use this protection wire. Okay, so our power circuit is completed. So now we'll move over to the control circuit. So the first component of our control circuit I like to use this fuse in. So for the supply, I'm going to use one of these for our positive supply for our control circuit. I would like to use one of these 3-phase lines. So I'll click on wires and connection and connect. And then I'll include our neutral supply. Okay. Neutral supply, I'll use this blue cable. Okay. So our next component on our control circuit is the terminal, the 95-96 terminal, which is the normally closed contact of our thermal relay. So come here, I'll use this normally open, normally closed auxiliary heat relay. So I'll put it here. That's 95-96, which is a normally closed terminal of our So the next component in our control circuit is normally closed push button. So I'll select normally closed push button. The next component okay, so the next component is our normally open push button. We use normally open push button. And also need to include the hold on contact. The hold on contact is to ensure that the motor continues being on when this push button is pressed. So the hold on contact is the contact 13-14, which is on the contactor. So we include our hold on contact. Then we include our coil, contactor coil. our control circuit is almost completed. So choose cables and connection and wire up the control circuit. So I'll include a signal or a lamp to indicate the presence, to indicate the rotation of our motor, and one to indicate the presence of a fault. So I'll come here to signaling, and I'll place this here, and I'll place this one here. So I'll connect from this point and from this point. Okay, then now what is left is for us to connect our neutral cable. So okay, I think our circuit is completed. So we'll now go into name the various components. So I'll start with our fuse isolator, double click on it, and I'll just name it F1, and our contactor, I'll name it KM1, and for our thermal relay, I'll name it F2, and our motor, I'll just name it M1. For this, I'll just name it F0, and since this is the normally open and normally close contact on our thermal relay, I will name it F2 as well. F2. Okay, and now name this normally close push button S0, and I'll name this S1, and I'll name this, since this is a hold on contact on our contactor, I'll name it KM1 as well. So KM1, and then since this is the coil of our contactor, also name it KM1. Okay, so I'll name this pilot lamp H1, and I'll change the color of this one. Set it to red and name it H2. Okay, alright, so I think our circuit is completed, so I'll go ahead and simulate this by clicking on the simulation icon on the top of our screen. So I'll click simulate. So when we turn on our 3-phase fuse isolator, we can then click on S1 to start our motor. As you can see, the motor is running in the forward direction, and this pilot lamp to indicate the running of the motor comes on. And if we want to turn off our motor, we'll simply click on the push button S0, which is a normally closed push button. So our motor stops running